Good morning, everybody. It's Mountain Stacker here. Thanks for watching this show and this video. Today is September 7th, it's 2025, and we're sitting at a market close right now on the commodities, and prices of gold have closed at 3,585, I think, give or take, somewhere around there, the highest in history. And of course, silver is starting to look pretty nice as well. It's closed at almost $41. I think about $40.93 if I remember correctly. And I wanted to show off another gold piece I bought. This is again buying at the top of the market, but I wanted to buy something that is special. And to me, this is special. I can tell you for a few different reasons. This is a commemorative gold coin from the U.S. Mint, minted in 2020, but it's what you would consider. You'd consider this a non-program, which is one that Congress doesn't necessarily vote into legislation. It's the Treasury does it themselves. There's been a few of those. I'll put this down for just one moment and show you. This is the Red Book, 2026 Red Book, and great. If you don't have one of these, this is the basically coin Bible, if I haven't said that before. But here's a good example of just some non-program commemorative metals. As you can see, I've shown this one before. That's one of my favorite coins, one of my first gold coins I ever purchased. I bought that at the 2024 January Fund Show. And since then, it has gone way up in price. And it was interesting because I was specifically looking for that coin at the show, and I walked the entire bourse, found one guy with it, came back to him, and picked it up, and was very nervous about buying it because it was big for me at the time, and really glad that I did because I love the coin still. I've also shown off. I've got this gold Mercury commemorative, 100-year commemorative, 2016. This one's a 50-year commemorative. It's it's 3/4 ounce of gold. I like that they did it this way, even though it's a 50-cent coin, they didn't go half ounce. It's closer to the actual size of a normal Kennedy, which I liked. This 10 cents is a 1/10 gold. I have that also in a 70. But I don't have this Standing Liberty, and I don't have this Walking Liberty. And I don't have this V75. So that's something to look out for, especially with these two in 2026. The Mint keeps sneak peeking that they're coming out with them again, which I think is a little weird. I wish they wouldn't, honestly. It's not a 100-year anniversary of the coin anymore like it was when they released them here. It's basically because of the quarter century celebration of the United States. I feel like they could probably do some other interesting coins besides regurgitating the same ones they've already done. They did a great job with it, and they hold their value really well. Curious to see what happens. They're going to put probably a little privy mark on it to make it different, and well, good for them. Those artificial rarities, not necessarily my favorite, but this one in particular that I picked up. Let me go back to showing it again. This is the reverse proof. And they've also released a proof design. Now, they don't have them graded in the values here. They did show them in original packaging. But as you can see, 2020, there's the World War II. And here's the Mayflower. There's the reverse proof. They actually minted more reverse proof than proof. Interestingly, this proof that I have of 4,881 mintage, it's worth a little bit less according to the Red Book. The proof versions were issued in a 2-coin set with the. It's interesting. It's pretty cool. I like it. The Great Britain released a 2020 coin celebrating the Mayflower in conjunction. And I have to say that the work that they did, a little bit weaker than what I'm used to. Than this. I mean, they did a great job here. Normally, Great Britain. I mean, they release some really wonderful strikes, but for some reason, comparatively, I really just didn't love it. I'm also a big fan of reverse proof. You know, I've got a number of gold reverse proof in my stack, and this one is a beautiful coin. I told my wife I wanted to get it because she's a Mayflower descendant, and well, you know, whatever you got to tell your better half to let you buy some of this stuff. I would like to get the proof coin. I maybe or maybe not would look at the royal mints. I just like this one in particular. It's got good eye appeal. I like that it's encased in a 70. And it's staying in my collection. I find that if I bought just American Gold Eagles or Canadian Maple Leafs, there's something to that, and there's nothing wrong with that. I have plenty of just normal bullion. But when the prices go up to, I don't know, $3,585, and you paid significantly less for just a common piece of bullion, you think about more in the gold weight, and I'm a lot likely to sell. And then I have. I did sell a gold American Eagle for over $3,500 this past week. Don't sound disappointed, because I sold it and I turned around and I bought and I'll show this in another video, I bought a great graded Buffalo gold that I've been wanting, just an uncirculated 70 grade Buffalo, and the date of it happens to be my son's birth date. So to me, apples to apples, which one do you want? I prefer Buffaloes to Gold Eagles. I like the 24K, 24 karat. And so I did that. And I know, because I bought it with my son's birth date, I'm not going to sell that coin. Or if I did, it would be really difficult, because that's not the purpose of buying it. As opposed to buying an American Gold Eagle, I buy it to add to my gold holdings, you know. And so in times like these where prices are high, it's very tempting to sell. You know, if you've got to, sell. But that's not why we buy gold. We don't buy gold. Well, I can't say why you buy gold. I buy gold as something to protect, which is why it's not all of my assets. It's my favorite asset. So this is just, I wanted to show this off for y'all. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Should I have just bought the proof one just because the value's more? Because the mintage is, 150 less coins? I like reverse proof. That's for me. And it's neat, you know, this is a 400-year anniversary of the Mayflower, Plymouth Rock. And we're coming up on that 250-year anniversary. And so it's a nice thing to remember, you know, and why the English were coming over here. Another story, and while we're here, just a quick plug, got a new book. It's an easy read, but it's very interesting, especially if you're into some of that territorial and gold. It's not a hard read. It's actually a lot of pictures. And I learned a lot. It's neat because it's given me now some little short vacation trip ideas when I'm passing through areas in North Carolina. Look at that. I mean, tons of more gold mines than I really thought. And it turns out that a lot of them have visiting centers and reasons to go and check it out. Some are really close by to me. But again, encourage you to pick up little things like this. They add to your knowledge. It's cumulative. It's not the all-encompassing gold Bible here. But there are things in this that some larger books that I have that detail North Carolina gold don't have that information. So when you cumulatively put all this together, you're really adding to your own knowledge. And that's what I definitely recommend. This, I looked through that in 30 minutes, and I'm probably going to look through it 100 more times, just because there's so much information and pictures and ideas to kind of go out there and explore and go see with your own eyes. What did it look like? What does it look like now? It's fun. So I hope you guys are still stacking. I hope you guys are fond of my new purchase. Go look for them. They're not very plentiful. It's hard to find these, actually. So please leave a thought in the comments. Please follow me if you can. It certainly inspires me to make more videos. I haven't made one in a while. It's been very busy, as I say in all my videos. But hey, when you've got a family and 2 kids and a full-time job, and you just have a hobby, this isn't my bread and butter here. This is just me escaping from reality and exploring into my little collection. So I wanted to show this off before it goes and scurries off into my safety deposit box for safekeeping. And I hope to hear from you guys. I hope to make another video soon. And until then, Mountain Stacker out.